Hello, hello. Never fails. Soon as I go live, my nose itches. Anyways, all right. All right, guys, how are you doing? Whew, the second day of May. Are you enjoying the energy? Have you been able to feel the palpable change? I have really been enjoying it. All right, so I am going to do today's energy reading. Figured might as well do it live. Didn't feel like recording it. All right, let's see. All right, Spirit, all of you, and show me the cards I need to see from my collective. Interesting. I'll show them to you. Hey! Sorry, I saw somebody, but I couldn't see who it was. Interesting. I did a reading yesterday, you guys. I'm not kidding you. In all the years I have been doing this, I have never had a reading like that, or the cards come out the way that they did. I mean, I took a picture of it. It wasn't one I was recording, but it was a private reading. I am not kidding you. I think it was 5 or 6 different decks I used, all fours that came out, and then the cards that weren't actual fours or 44 or something like that, the numbers on them added up to 4. And when you add it all, oh, and that was the first row. The second one was 31, 13, 30. The third row was 10, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, 22, 44, 33, 44, 20. I was like, holy moly. I loved it. The energy um, off of those cards, it was incredible. I can't even explain the like. I want to say energetic high, but it was a wave, the energy wave. There we go. That's wow. All right. So I want to be able to see your comments, but I'm not able to see them. Hey guys. Okay. As you know, this is a general reading. Uh, take it how it resonates. The whole thing may not resonate with you. It may, bits and pieces of it. You know your story best. And obviously, it's going to be different for everybody because there are some of you that are really trying hard to get out of this Nine of Swords energy. Then there's others of you that are out of. You're not. You're not as weighed down by this energy. So I definitely feel like a split in the collective energy. We have some more with their foot in this new energy and almost like split down the middle. The other is, yes, you have one foot in this new energy, but you've got another one still kind of trying to analyze or solve a problem that really isn't a problem. What do I mean by that? Because the energy does feel intense and heavy, but that is more coming from the attention and the over analyzing that you're giving to this situation. So, for example, if Because when you start working at this cellular level, at this deep level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, things change. The way your body changes when you start talking to your cells, your body cells have recorded everything. So every negative thought and feeling that you've had about yourself or somebody else, it's stored on the cells. Opinions, judgments, guilt, blame, shame, condemnation. All of those vibrations are stored there at your DNA level. And guys, in case you didn't know, I mean, you might have known that, but did you know that even all the lifetimes you've lived before, you are a light being, you are a soul. All of that knowledge, experience, that is still stored on your cellular level. This lifetime, us going into this seventh golden age, this is about awakening, coming back, awakening out of this deep slumber that we've been in, uh, to remembering truths and who we really are, questioning everything that we've been taught, told to believe. Those of you who resonate um, with me and my readings and my work, you guys have been through a lot of stuff in life. It was designed that way. We chose that to come in. We needed those lessons. Why? Because those of us awakening now at this level that we're at, there are other people, millions of people behind us who are just now awakening, who are going to be going through what you're going through, what you just came through. Guys, we are the way showers. We are the light workers. We are doing things that haven't been done before, not just for ourselves, but we're paving that way for those behind us. So that's what this journey is about. It's about healing, clearing, getting back to living the life. Yeah, learning everything. Why? There's so many different people in the world. You could be learning this from me, but you have people in your circle or your friends or other people that will come to you that would never find me or hear the message from me or receive it from me. I thought my phone was on do not disturb. Um, so it all has a purpose, and why, Cal, your cells are listening. Yeah, I created the program. I teach you how to do it. I teach you how to have these radical changes in your life, heal your life, manifest all of that. But I teach you to do it in your most unique way. Allow that beautiful soul that you are, that's individual and unique, that part of you that you've been shutting down since childhood. Because in childhood, it wasn't embraced, it wasn't honored, it wasn't respected, it wasn't allowed to flourish. Instead, and again, there's no judgment in this to anybody. Our parents didn't know. But what I'm saying is, you've been living behind a mask. You've been the head actor in your own play. That play has been in the matrix, this duality consciousness, because all of this is energy, it's all consciousness. Okay, so hopefully somebody got something out of that. Why is all of that important? Because the depths and the darkness, that density, the shadow side, altered ego, whatever you want to say, it has been very intense. It's been very deep. Those of us that were the black sheep of the family, guys, we were meant to be. We are here writing the instruction manual on how to take our power back, heal ourselves, realize that 5D consciousness, 5D love, unconditional love, be able to give it to ourselves so then we can give it to others and help others come out. Because you guys have all had that heart, that same heart that of love, of unity, wanting to help others, but you haven't been in a position to be able to fully help in that way for whatever reason. So that's why I'm saying this reading is really split. So take it how it resonates, because the backstory to this could be all of our stories. So we're starting out with the King of Swords, the World, the Devil in reverse. So the King of Swords, overall, I like the King of Swords energy. Like the Queen of Swords, he wants the truth, nothing but the truth. Um, doesn't have time for bullshit. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, the hat, the snacks, the damn bumper sticker. Guys, some of us need to remove some bumper stickers from our consciousness around our worth, around finances, old thought patterns. And wasn't I just talking about the King of Swords and truth? As I was shuffling this deck, this card is what fell out. Truth. Yeah. So for those of you right now that may be still struggling with more of the altered ego, shadow thoughts, beating yourself up, over analyzing, whatever it is, if that's resonating for you, I challenge you to, instead of focus and analyze and try to solve the problem from this standpoint of what is this person doing? Why are they doing this? When will, how do they, all of that is centered on them. Turn it inwards to you and ask yourself, where do you need to get honest with yourself? And you guys are right there. This should just be validation for you. You shouldn't be sitting there going, what the hell are you talking? Why do I say that? Because we've got the devil in reverse over here. This is toxic thoughts. This is matrix love, matrix actions, matrix behavior. That 3D negative self-sabotaging energy. They're habits, guys. At this level, when you're awakening, we have so many subconscious levels that we don't even realize. And they show up in our everyday life based on what we're thinking and feeling. You do need to discipline yourself when you're in this energy of completely doing, a 360. This is just a complete change in every area of your life. But some of you need to get brutally honest with yourself. And especially if that just triggered something in you, fear, doubt, whatever. If you're afraid somebody's not going to accept you or whatever, you need to accept all of you. That is awakening, ascension, resurrection 101. Because if you do not accept all of you, nobody ever will. Because we literally, energetically create the blueprint of how other people will show up for us, how other people will treat us. So if there's somebody in your energy treating you a certain way and you don't like it, and it's a repetitive pattern, and it has been extremely intense, especially through March and April, it's because you're closing out a cycle. All of this old toxic habit, denser energy coming up. It's not for you to solve. It's not a problem. It's not even for you to analyze. It's for you to just recognize it, acknowledge it, and accept it. Yeah. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can change it, but you have to accept it first. So that's what this is talking about. When you do that, you shift into this Nine of Cups energy. This is manifesting your desires, manifesting what you want versus what you don't want. Because whether you realize it or not, you are a master manifester. You've been manifesting your whole life. You've just been manifesting things you don't want. Why? Because of doubt and fear. You've been manifesting the things you fear, the things you doubt, and the things that you don't accept about you. You are manifesting that in your experience with other people. So when we look outside of ourselves to the other people and want them to fix it or change, so then we'll be okay, we are lying to ourselves. It's this devil energy. It is what keeps us stuck. This is where the truth needs to come out. So if you're sitting in this energy, realize to shift. You have free will. I'm just reading the energy, letting you know the process. My channel and all of my work is literally about helping you through the awakening process, guiding you through it because it is unlike anything that you'll remember, you know. So if you're in this energy, this isn't the time to analyze and to try to solve a problem. It's literally about acceptance. And yeah, you got to work on it. This isn't something you just do one day, you get an aha moment and things go great and you don't have to look at it again. No, honey, this is a lifestyle. This is an absolute lifestyle. But this lifestyle is life changing. Every area in my life has changed for the better. But it only happened after I did this. I got gut level honest with myself, all of me, especially the parts I didn't like. And I learned how to give that unconditional love to myself. And in doing so, the people, the energy that I used to resonate with, things that I would allow, I no longer allow. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't feel good anymore. And I've worked really hard to get here. Guys, if you're resonating with, so have you. So have you. Look, Ace of Swords. This is truth. This is the truth that you've been wanting. This is the truth that is within you that you are discovering. I love the picture on this, especially those guys, my students, you guys who are taking my immersion course. You know where we're at right now with the shadow and bringing out, recognizing the shadow, understanding it, naming it, allowing that light to come through, all that truth coming through. You guys know that this is making your inner child happy. We just came through that. And for those of you who think you don't need to do any more inner child work, you may not. I don't know, only you know. But the inner child work I teach you is very different. It's very different and it's a game changer. So for those of you that are, whether you're doing my course or not, everything that I do is talking about this, letting your inner light shine and how to do it, how to have that shine through monkey mind, that chatter, altered ego. The divine is ready to hand you this gift. What do you need to do? Put action and move away from this. You don't have time to overanalyze. You've had years and years of that. You're a pro. You don't need that anymore. All that energy you put in analyzing and wanting to solve the problem, the human consciousness problem with the human consciousness questions. Who, what, when, where, why? Why does this keep happening? When's this going to stop? When's this person going to apologize? When is all of that is projected outwards, and it gets you nowhere. That's what you learn. That's how you learn to live life in the matrix. But now this is the time. Bring that other foot into this new energy. Put your work towards that. Why? Because justice is here. All of that kindness and goodness that you have put out to people who used you, rejected you, didn't respect you or value you, tried to keep you in a box, whatever it is. Guys, when you accept all of you and start looking inward and acknowledging those parts of you that are reacting to the situations, you start to heal and level up. That's what's waiting for you. Yeah, boundaries. This is about creating boundaries and holding yourself accountable to those boundaries, because we are the first ones to just trample all over our boundaries, but then we'll sit there and want to point fingers. No. Now's the time. Get totally truthful and honest with you. All right, let me see. I want to be able to see the chat. How can I do that? I don't know. I can't see it. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah, I'll have to go back after and comment and read the comments because I can't really see them right now. What you feel, you will make real. Let that be a reminder, because, guys, the way the mental and emotional body work, you first get a thought, then an emotion to match that thought comes up. When you have those two together and you spend at least 7 seconds, now you're magnetizing more emotions and more thoughts that are stronger than these. Why? Because your feeling side of life, your heart, your soul is feminine. That's the feminine energy. Feminine energy is magnetic. Masculine energy, which that is the thoughts, the images, the light, that sends out. That's electric. The magnetic, electromagnetic, light and love, masculine and feminine, mind, heart. So you could be saying and having images, positive affirmations and images, but in your subconscious, if there's still some doubt and fear could be so subtle and show up like, why is this happening? When am I going to see this happen? When's the money coming in? When's my twin flame going to act right? Whatever. All that's rooted in doubt. Another one, this is for those of you dealing with financial issues that play the lottery, or you think playing the lottery will get rid of all your problems. That energy, and the reason I tell people, no, if you're trying to manifest wealth, you will never hear me say, go play the lottery. Why? Because the energy behind it, the energy behind, and okay, before I go, if it's, every so often or you're prompted, something like that, that's different. I'm talking about those that get scratch offs or pick numbers all the time and put that manifesting energy, the thoughts and feelings, into manifesting the winnings. Guys, hear me. The subconscious energy behind it and why it's not working, it's doubt and lack. It is lower vibrational energy. And that whole system, and if you look at the history of it, people who get those big wins with the lottery, it's not sustainable. They don't keep it. Why? Because of the energy. The energy and how it was projected and what magnetized. It came through as lack or scarcity mindset. So it's not lasting. So now again, everybody has to check their own energy and their own feelings. What's the inner dialogue around the lottery when there's 50 million is the jackpot, whatever. I don't care. The point is what you feel you make real. Yes, you absolutely can manifest wealth. Absolutely. But you want to manifest it in the right energy, in the right feelings. Uh, And when you come from that place of balance, you're not coming from desperation or lack or need, because that is the energy, that is all matrix energy. That's fear and doubt, false evidence appearing real, that there's not enough to go around or you're going to be left out, all of that. When in truth, there's abundance everywhere. And when we understand how the universal laws work, when we understand we really are in control, and the driver's seat is our thoughts and our feelings. You want to be a multimillionaire, billionaire, whatever it is? Absolutely, you can. You can make that real. But where's your subconscious energy? I hope that makes sense. I know for some of you it will. Um, Give yourself the love you desire. I know I mentioned that earlier, and that goes with boundaries. Don't set boundaries for your altered ego, because your altered ego is a program. It does not get downloads, it doesn't get any new information. It just keeps playing out the same things over and over again. Uh, so, yeah, it's giving the love that you desire to yourself is huge, especially uh sorry, I just got a few downloads at once. Give me a moment. Okay, what I'm feeling is, on the self-love journey, we can gaslight ourselves saying, yes, I do have self-love, I am loving myself, all of those different things, and say, oh, we don't have an issue with that. I know, I did that for years. uh But if you're still being triggered, you still have worry, doubt, fear, anxiety playing out, then more self love is needed. You haven't gone deep enough. Um, and when you do this deep inner work of accepting yourself, you guys hear me say it all the time. There's like a nut. There's a point that you reach that just seems too scary to keep going. That's when, you hit that and it's like, woo, woo, abort mission, mayday, mayday, danger, Will Robinson, for those of you old enough to understand that. And then we start to retreat. That's when this altered ego energy comes in and we get back into it, judging ourselves, criticizing, blame, shame, all of it. Um, and before you realize it, you're not as high vibrational anymore. That's what I'm talking about. That root, that energy that's just too painful for you to accept or look at. That right there, when you have the courage to look at that and say, no, no, this is a limiting belief. This isn't true. And you love yourself through that. You don't judge yourself on all the things you don't accept about yourself at this moment. You don't analyze it. You just acknowledge it and go, you know what? I have these parts of myself, these behaviors, these thoughts, whatever it is, that I don't like. I'm acknowledging that today. And you know what? I'm going to love that part of me as well. That's going to start opening the doors for you to go deeper and deeper. When you give yourself that self love, you set up. I love how this picture of the boundaries is like golden light. You put up that energy around you. All right. I'm going to get a couple of these interactive cards. I wish I could see the comments. I want to interact with you guys. All right. No, that's just a bunch right there. No. I only like jumpers, but when a big wad of them jump out, I have to go, I'm a bit, could be more sloppy shuffling. Whoa, bunch of stuff just fell. Okay. So this deck, this isn't an oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck. It has no numbers. It has no names, any of that. I saw something, but I couldn't read it. They're called interactive cards. And because of my practice and the work that I do, looking at the subconscious, helping people understand why they do the things they do, think the way they think, altered ego, the anxiety, all of it, and help you with tools so you can get out of all of that. That's what I use this for. That's what these cards are. And funny enough, and my students will understand this a bit better. And those of you who've read my book, I think it's in there. When I talk about meeting my altered ego, and it kind of showed up as Chucky. In my shadow meditation that I did, one of my shadows showed up looking like this. And I was taken aback. I did not expect that at all. But look, this is an energy of, yes, it's very toxic because this is somebody that lives in so much fear, so much anxiety, um, so much doubt that they're very like, this is that negative Nelly, that person who never really sees the positive. It's always, look, it's got the black cloud around him. It's never going to get better. Blah, blah, blah. I'm here. I'm stuck in my chair. This is how it's been. It was like this for my mommy, my pappy, my G-mom, my G-pa, mammy, pappy. mom, dad, grandparents, aunt, whatever. This is the person that has opinions about everything. So, guys, when I'm saying that, know that this is just energy that I'm talking about. But this is a great image for it. This is that part of you that is repressed, it's pushed down, it's scared, it's very doubtful. This is those parts of you that you don't accept. This energetically could come out that you just feel like this on the inside. And then if people really saw this about you, they're not going to love you. That's a lie. This is a program. Okay. That's the part of you that you need to accept and love free. Yeah, you are being called to change up your routine, starting with how you think, how you feel. Break up your morning routine or your evening routine, something. Do something new to start allowing the new energy to flow in, because when things get hard and we're in this energy, there's a limiting belief that wants to go. The dense energy wants to leave your body. We, when altered ego kicks in and we get into doubt and fear, we don't allow it. We hang on to it. And we start saying, what's wrong with me? When this energy, all of this is kicking up so you can push through it. These are your, opportunities to level up, because this is you at your natural state. You just haven't been living that natural state for many, many years. Many of you may feel like it doesn't even exist, that you've lost it. You haven't. It's just under the sand here. He's sitting on top of it. So this is altered ego telling you all kinds of ugliness that you're buying into. Why? Because once you accept all of you, you step into this energy. This doesn't exist anymore because the programming it needed to exist, which is altered ego, unworthiness, condemnation, judgment, guilt, blame, and shame, you're not coming from there anymore. You don't have time for that. This is the new energy. That is what you are working towards. And guys, it's on tap. It is here already. Oh, I apparently didn't hit the button. Okay. Ooh, look at all these. Oh, thank you, Josh. Thank you. Hey, Tammy. Cynthia. Oh, no, don't go away. Shit, I lost it. Oh. Do you think we are connected because we all belong to the same soul group? Yes, I do. I definitely believe in soul tribes and soul family. And there's no right or wrong or anything like that. Every spiritual group has their own piece of the puzzle, so to speak. So, just like we're all individuals, we all have our path, but we also have soul families. We have had lifetime after lifetime after lifetime together. And we are now with the seventh golden age, finding our true soul family, our soul tribe. And it's beautiful. And guess what? We're all coming in with trust issues, at least my tribe. Why? Because you're going to resonate with people that have the same purpose and mission. It doesn't mean, that one soul tribe is better than the other. There's nothing like that. Everything is equal in the spirit realm. It's only here in the third dimension and in human consciousness that it's crazy. Uh, Element of Cups. I didn't even realize this was the deck I grabbed. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Lori, hey. Jojo. Yay, I love hearing that because absolutely. I mean, it's not that I don't play it. I randomly do. Let's say that. I don't remember when. It's probably been almost a year. But yeah, setting the right intention, and that was the point of all of that. Is if it's coming more from that desperate desire, desperation, neediness type of energy. Thank you, Jojo. The Star and the Hanged. Okay. For those of you that feel like it's just too much to look at uh, what's gone on, I'm just feeling there's resentment. Uh, I feel some resentment energy. I don't know if you're resenting yourself or if you're resenting others or situations or decisions you've made. If you are resenting, if you have any resentment, release that because resentment will not let you heal and it will keep prosperity away from you. And prosperity isn't just money, but basically your desires, it will keep it away from you. And I know for some of you that is going to be a challenge. It's interesting, like I'll see the comments and then they just fade out and I can't see them. All right, let me get no, I want one of these. I'm going to be doing more of those light worker star being readings that I did last week. I've heard from a lot of you guys that how much you liked them. So yeah, it's time. Let's go deep. 42, fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. Interesting. 42, and then this one's one, first ray of power. What does this mean? This means that you are tapping in, looking upwards, working with source, whatever name you give it, however you work with it. And this is you. This is like, remember for those of you that are in this Nine of Swords energy, this is you sailing away in that Six of Swords, getting rid of that intellectual knowledge and allowing the light rays of truth to come through. And when letting those come through, that's where we have to be immovable in our faith. Not like, oh, here, I have my list. This is everything I need, I want, and I have faith, all that's going to happen. No, faith that you know everything is working out for your highest good, and that what you put out, what intention you set, will come back to you. And that you don't need to drop into altered ego and make things happen. This is letting go of control. This is saying, you know what, Source? You've never let me down. I'm now realizing where I thought you haven't come through, that was really my human consciousness. That was my altered ego running the show, making me think it was you. That type of stuff. This is you being able to tap in and clear out those thoughts. Um, for those of you that, I don't know if I finished this in the beginning, that are having things come up in your body, flares, sinus like issues, things that the doctors are saying, you're fine, there's nothing wrong, we can't find anything, all of that. Know that at this time, with all the cosmic help we have going on, when we have aha moments or are about to level up, and if you are talking to yourself, then what happens is that density that's stored will rise up to be released. And it's not for you to acknowledge. Um, those of you who are on the healing path and a seeming flare pops up, watch your thoughts, be aware. Are you instantly going to, oh no, it's back, or whatever, which that is the program. That's what you need to work at. Could be, if it's not your body or health, it could be love, it could be finances, career, whatever. Um, just know that this isn't the time to analyze or solve any problems. This is like, oh, okay, I acknowledge you. I acknowledge this pain. I acknowledge this symptom. I see you. And I lovingly release you. I no longer have a need for you in my life in this way. I thank you, I honor you, but you got to go. Lovingly send things out. Um, Things we get stuck when we attach to it and we start to sit there going over and over of, oh my God, maybe I screwed up. Oh, I did this. All right. That's all mental masturbation. That is all these two. Doesn't serve a purpose anymore. Because when you get silent within your energy and tap in and just be still, shift happens. It absolutely does. And you guys, you're on trajectory to have complete cycle changes. Your life is going to be completely different if you allow it to. You always have to be on record giving allowance and permission because you are a free will being. But even your body has been so used to you not understanding or learning how to work with it, what the original design was, that you've forgotten what an amazing machine it is and how it works with the universal laws and your spirit and all of that. All right, you guys, I hope this gave you some clarity, some tips, some insights. Um, I'm going to start a new contest. Um, each week, I am going to randomly pick a couple of people. I don't know if it's going to be one or two yet. who likes, comments, subscribes, shares, engages for a free email reading with me. So, yep. Um, so I'll be picking one a week. So that'll be, for each week this month. I will announce the winners. I'll pick winners on Sunday from the week previous. So that's how that's going to go. So, all right, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. I will be getting back on track with all the readings this week. So look forward to that. I'm sending each one of you oceans and oceans of love, health, wealth, prosperity, joy, and happiness from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye bye.